Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here then welcome. My name's Chloe. So today's video is going to be a tutorial on this makeup look here. So this is part of the Babydoll makeup trend that I have been seeing on YouTube and TikTok. Just really sort of pink makeup really. If you'd like to see more of me, you can find me on TikTok and Instagram under the same handle for my YouTube, which is Chloe KH2E's, but I'll pop that in the description box below for you, as well as a full product list that's on my face today. I hope you guys enjoy watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel before we leave, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye! Okay, so to start off this Babydoll sort of trend, I am going to do the eyes. I have done my brows. I've just used the by Ellie brow shape with a little bit of the NYX Lift and Snatch brow pen. I've used the Too Faced Born This Way concealer just for a little eye base, and then I'm just going to take a couple of shades from the Jeffree Star Orgy palette just to pop in my crease, and then do a little thick, well, not a little liner, but I'm going to do a liner because this is all about the big sort of pink cheeks, which is why I'm so drawn to this makeup trend, because I just love a pink cheek. So I'm just going to mix these two shades here. So we've got Top and Blowout. And just pop through the crease. This is more about the liner, but I'm just popping a little bit of shadow there because I just hate it when your concealer sort of creases. And I rarely wear any concealer sort of or eyeshadow base on my eyes. I feel like in everyday makeup I don't really wear eyeshadow, I just wear mascara. It's only when I'm doing an eyeshadow look that I would put base down. And I'm of the generation where before using concealer and eye base, you would just put your eyeshadow directly onto your lid. And primer, we didn't know primer. Honestly, the makeup that I wore in school, just a hot mess. And people don't appreciate that now. The makeup has come a long way, and the kids now are just experts at doing makeup. I'm just taking a lighter shade just to blend around the top. I'm just using Plouise brushes. In a lot of my tutorials I tend to use Plouise, a little bit of Morphe. Now for the liner. It's been a little while since I've worn liner, and I have 3 different pens in my drawer. So we will see which one of these work. They are all the Benefit Black Roller liner, the felt tip. I do have a brown one as well. I do quite like working with a pen like a felt tip. So let's just do a wing. So I just like to draw from my waterline out, and then I like to bring it, just went out of focus. I like to draw out from my waterline, and then I like to bring it back. So when I brought it back, I started from here so I could keep a nice thin line up here instead of going all the way from the top. That's just how I like to do my wings. I mean, you could go from the top if you want to. It's just more chance of you having quite a big, thick, chunky liner, whereas I quite like it when it goes to a point. It was just so effortless to just sort of draw with this felt tip pen, and I'm just going to connect, just draw a little line across my the top bit here, top of my eyelid. couldn't think of the word. So then I'm just going to pulse and curl my lashes, and then pop some mascara on and some lashes. So this is just the Estee Lauder Sumptuous Extreme Mascara. You can hear that, that is just somebody revving the shit out of their car. I am in an estate that has got quite a busy road sort of behind, like from my back garden. So very exciting, but I have a parcel coming today from Rhode. It's one of their new lip treatments in sugar cookie. It sold out so quick. I was literally on the website refreshing at 4:59 because it was like 9 AM Pacific Standard Time, so it was 5 PM for us in the UK. So I was just refreshing, and then I put it in my cart immediately, checked out. I think it said it was under 2 minutes for checkout, so I was like, brilliant, I'm one of the fast ones. And then it just froze. I typed in my PayPal information, and then it went to sort of review order and like submit and pay, and it just wasn't letting me press the button. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna lose it. This kept happening. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna have to refresh the page and start again. But thankfully when I refreshed, the button was working, so I was so scared that I'd lost it. So I think I'm gonna go with these lashes here. These ones are the Jess Evans collaboration with Primalash, and they're called Discipline. So this is a better look of them. They're just my kind of lash. I love it when they just kind of flare out. I love a nice sort of chunky lash. And I haven't bought lashes in ages. I think the last lashes I bought were some tatty lashes, and I'm sure they were towards the end of last year, and we are in March now. I used to pick up so many lash hauls with Primalash because I could use the discount code FaceFairy50 and get like 50% off, but I think they stopped that code, so I haven't been buying as much from them. I mean, it was an absolute bargain, and I do have favourite lashes from them. I do love the Face Fairy collaboration lashes, and I do really like the Jess Evans. I used to love a pair of lashes, they're called Aquamarine, but they stopped doing them. Don't know why, they were like my favourite lashes. If you've been with me for a while, then you'll know that Fairy Godmother from the Face Fairy collaboration has been one of my favourites for ages. Okay, lashes are on. I have washed my hands so that I can do my base now. So I'm going to start off with this Ongredients Skin Barrier Calming Lotion. I love this for makeup prep. It's just such a nice, a lightweight, just really sort of silky smooth, like lotion really. it's just, oh, it's such a nice texture. It feels so lovely on the skin and it sits so nicely underneath makeup. For eye cream, I'm going to use this one here. This is the Madagascar Centella eye cream from Skin 1004. So I'm not going outside today. I've got my window shut for like my filming, so I won't be using any SPF. I will use a little bit of this REFY primer because I am going to be doing a few videos today and I want my makeup to look really, really nice. That is one of my top primers. I do also really like the Charlotte Tilbury Wonder Glow, and I do like the Estee Lauder, is it the Illuminating Primer? Now, when I was looking through for pieces for this trend, I found this product here. So this is the Benefit Girl Meets Pearl Liquid Pearl for Face. I used to use this so much when I worked on the counter. I mean, this is what it looks like. You twist it up and it's just that. Let me just kind of rub it in a bit. So I'm just going to pop this on the skin just before I put on foundation. I do usually use this Ekin-Su Skin Perfector from Bperfect, but I found this one and I just wanted to use it because it's something that I would just use on the counter. I didn't like many of the Benefit products, but I did like this one, and I would just kind of mix this in with the foundation to make it look a bit better. You know, I used to mix quite a lot of products just to get the best out of them, really. Foundation, I think that I'm just going to use my ABH foundation stick. So this one is Warm Natural. I'm not sure if this is discontinued, if they've just kind of brought out different foundations. I have had this in a while. This was in my makeup kit. And it's just quite a nice shade if you have had a tan. And then I started tanning, so I started using it, took it out of my kit, started using it. Do also have a little bit of this Primark skin tint. This is in shade 4. I'll pop that on the side of my cheeks just to blend in. I love these, but they were discontinued, and I'm kind of scared to try the other Primark foundations, really. I quite like the look of that one because it was a skin tint. I do have them in 3 shades, and yeah, I just really like the consistency of them. So I've got my Chloe Mana sponge here. Just going to blend with this one. This is such a soft sponge. It's my favourite brand of sort of beauty blender type sponges that I have ever used. Now I do love this sponge for just kind of blending over large areas of the face, because your base is just done in seconds. But it's not so great around small areas. I do try and, you know, squeeze the sponge, but it just doesn't quite get around the bits that I want it to. So I just kind of go in with this shape sponge from Chloe Mana. So for cream bronzer, I'm going to be using this Primark Beauty foundation and contour stick here. This is in the shade Chai. I have had this one for ages and I've just got to the bottom of it now. I do have another one sort of in backup, it just blends out so nicely and it's such a nice colour. It's just my go-to, like it's on my vanity. I just use every day. So then I've got this brush here from Plouise. I quite like it for just blending this out before I go in with a sponge, because it just kind of keeps the product where I want it, instead of like just looking all muddy and blending too far. It just kind of keeps the blend, keeps the product where I want it, really. Mana sponge just to blend. I always go in with a brush and then a sponge. I just personally like to blend that way. So looking nice and bronzy. So when I was thinking of this Babydoll makeup trend and the pink cheek, I immediately thought of this product here from Plouise, which is the Legally Pink The Cheek of It blush. I mean, it's just that perfect like doll baby pink, isn't it? So I'm just going to squeeze a bit of product through. Now some people take the sponge off. I just kind of dot it on. You can see that is a bright sort of candy pink. And then I'm just going to take this little butt of the sponge and blend. So I'm just going in with my finger. And that's a pink cheek. And because I do have blush blindness, I do go in with my blush before my concealer, because my concealer will just kind of clean anything up, sharpen it up, and help balance out. Some people do concealer then blush. I just personally prefer my makeup when I do blush then concealer. Concealers, I'm just going to take my H&B Cosmetics SF 2.5N. This one's just going to go on the outer part of my eye and pop that all over any blemishes, because this one matches the colour of the foundation. And then I'm going to take this lighter one here. So this is also H&B and it's the SF 0.5N. I do want to get a lighter one, but this one is okay. So I just take my sponge and I always blend the darker bit first. In my youth I would just put on more and more foundation, but now I just use a very light foundation or a skin tint and then just go in with concealer. Like I've still got some little sort of moles peeking through. I don't like anything too heavy on my face anymore. I've just completely changed my style of makeup. So I do have this here. This is the Pink Honey and Cariad collaboration when she did the pink under eye trend a lot. So this is the bubblegum pink, is it like an eye corrector or something? This is something that goes over the top of your concealer, so you wouldn't use it as like your main concealer. So I'm just going to pop a little bit here. I feel like this just ties in with the whole like Babydoll pink look. So we are looking very bright under the eyes, but we haven't set anything with powder yet. My next step is to add a highlight, and this one is from Made by Mitchell and it's called Candy Trips. You can see it's a pinky one here. So I am just going to pop this on with a sponge. Just right on top of that pink blush. So I'm just going to give the skin a quick spritz, allow that to dry a little bit, and then go in with my powders. Okay, so let's do our powders. So Obi has just come in to join me. He sleeps underneath my little vanity here. Sometimes he gets up with me in the mornings and just sleeps underneath while I'm getting ready for work. It's just the sweetest thing, and he's been in the bathroom sleeping because he's been quite warm, but he's wanted to stay up here with me. Usually he goes right down to the bottom floor where it's cooler, but isn't it just so cute when your dog or your pet just loves to be around you? So he's just come in and he's sleeping under here now. So anyway, I'm going to take my MAC Give Me Sun bronzer, and I'm just kind of doing this sort of motion, just like a little bit of a tap and a blend back. I don't do this because I don't want to disrupt anything underneath it. I just want to gently set my cream product. And then for my nose, I just pinch the brush. I just can't be asked to use a small brush. I'm not one of those people that needs to have a really specific nose contour. I did have a couple of options for the pink powder blush. I have got Kylie Winter Kissed. I do have my Made by Mitchell Palmer Violet. I do have this Smoothing Sugar Duo from the Cariad and Pink Honey collab, which is a very pretty pink, but Winter Kiss by Kylie is just, oh, it's such a stunning pink blush. So I'm just going to go right on top of that Legally Pink shade with it. And just layer up this blush because we are doing the Babydoll makeup trend. I just can't help it. I prefer to just go in with a sponge to make sure everything is nice and blended. So I've got this highlight set from Jeffree Star. This is the Cavity. Is it the Cavity palette? Highlighter palette. Pretty sure it's Cavity. But I'm going to take this pink and go on top of my blush. My favourite products from Jeffree Star. I just love the colours in here. I did accidentally lean on this with my foot when it was on my bed, so I got a cracked mirror, but you can see how much I've used of Icing Ivy because I've hit pan here. But it's just that gorgeous like reflects pink. This one absolutely stunning over pink blush, and then this one I do tend to use on top of my bronzer if I want like a glowy bronze. And then this is such a unique colour. I do tend to pop it over the top of the peachy blush, so it's just such a nice palette. So I've got here the Huda Beauty Cherry Blossom Cake powder. Look how pink that is. But I don't think I'm going to use all of it. I think I'm going to mix it with this Bperfect Vanilla. This is the Katie Daly one, because I don't know, I don't think that I suit a really pink powder underneath my eyes. I used to be all about it. But one day I put it on and I was just like, this just doesn't look good on me anymore. So I'm just going to mix it essentially with a bit of this one so it kind of tones down the pink. There are people probably screaming at the camera now because they love Huda Beauty. And I do. I really love Sugar Cookie. Just gonna tone it down just a touch. So you can see it's not as pink. I'm just going to gently dust that off. And then I am going to go in with this bright shade here from the Smoothing Sugar Duo and just pop it on top just for some added brightness. Okay, so for the waterline, I'm going to take this Plouise Crisp Finish paint. This is extra spicy and it's like a light pink. I just felt like it would tie in a bit better than using a white. So you can see a massive difference. I mean, this eye has got the brightening on the waterline and this one doesn't. How much opens the eye up. So lips, I'm going to take the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat in Super Size Me. I'm going to take MAC Myth because I just love a light nude lipstick. And then I'm unsure whether I want to do a gloss or not. Through my brows. Now that I've got a darker hair, I like to have quite a dark brow to go with it. And then add some lower lash mascara. So I'm going to leave it there, and then I'm going to get changed and show you guys the finished look. There you go guys, that was a finished look. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel before you leave, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!